The loss of the House of Representatives in 2018 had enabled the Demon Rats to conduct a 3-year obstruction of the office of the President with all manner of collusion, obstruction, and projection of their crimes onto the President. This continuous barrage of outright treason continues to this day. Now we know that Demon Rats and the Deep State have been rigging elections since before JFK, and November 22, 1963 was the culmination of a coup attempt 30 years earlier, which was stopped in its tracks by an unsung hero named General Smedley Butler. And nobody in my generation was ever taught about this man in history class. I first heard of him in 2004 when my late friend Arthur Bernklau showed me a book he bought online titled The Plot to Seize the White House by Jules Archer. If it wasn't for General Smedley Butler, we would be doing the Sieg Heil salute in a Nazi dictatorship right now. The Great Awakening stopped the 16-year plan to destroy America with the social media barrage of truth that elected Donald Trump in spite of rigged machines and rampant voter fraud. All anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together needs to see to determine the pulse of this country is to compare attendance at a Trump rally versus the pathetic turnouts for Demon Rats, even with the Petalwood celebrities headlining their gatherings. Nobody is out in the freezing rain tailgating for a Sanders or Biden rally. Nobody in their camp was turned away for tickets to get in. Nobody is standing in line to hear Creepy Joe ramble on about hairy legs in the pool and little kids jumping in his lap. Nobody except perhaps a few hundred snowflakes looking for their free shit. The Demon Rats won the House, no doubt stolen by fraud. But if voters would not have been so satisfied with the 2016 election, we would not have had to put up with all the bullshit we've endured for the last 3 years. More than half of the president's valuable time and energy has been devoted to fending off the false allegations of lying demons who should have been hung for treason decades ago. All of it could have been avoided if it were not for voter apathy. We Got This didn't work for the Kevlar Kunt in 2016, and it won't work for us in 2020. We have to keep in mind who we are dealing with. Let me spell it out for those newly red-pilled. We are dealing with a cabal of generational New World Order criminals who have been literally eating babies and running this entire planet since God told Abraham to get the fuck out of the city of Ur of the Chaldees. I don't give a rat's ass whether you believe in the Bible or not. Your belief or disbelief doesn't change the facts. The facts are what they are. If you don't want to accept the facts, no amount of evidence will suffice to prove it to you. Our meager efforts here to bring the truth to you have been met with the summary deletion of my channel 4 times. Obviously, what I was saying was right on target. All told, these skeevy bastards owe me 5 figures, and they owe you too, for violating your right to listen to what you want to listen to. If you value your rights and your freedom, and those of your progeny, you cannot afford to fall victim to voter apathy. Anyone who's awake knows that the Republican and Democrat Party are merely 2 wings of the same bird, a fucking vulture. No other party can win the presidency or has ever even had a chance to be seriously considered. It's all smoke, mirrors, and Hollywood-style bread and circuses bullshit. But it's all we have at the moment. We can eventually change it, but it will take every single one of us not to sit on the couch during any election. We must overwhelm their fraud, just like we did in 2016. These snowflake demon rats don't have enough illegal aliens and dead people, or enough bias in the Soros-owned voting machines, or sufficient censor bots to stop what's coming at them, and they know it. The only hope they have is to use the mainstream media to blow more carcinogenic smoke up the public asshole, hoping to convince enough of you to stay home and play with yourselves instead of doing your civic duty to save the republic. You and I, because of our generation's misplaced trust in the mainstream media, which amounts to constitutional lack of vigilance, have brought and perpetuated this nitrogenous clusterfuck upon ourselves. And if our votes are insufficient to take these pedivores out of office and put them on the gallows of justice, the only option we will have left is for some patriot to fire the second shot heard round the world and kick off Revolution 2.0, which should have been done on November 22nd, 1963, when the coup started. And make no mistake, what has happened since 2016 wasn't a coup against Trump. It was a failed attempt to maintain the coup when they murdered our president and gaslighted the world into believing in magic bullets and lone gunmen making a shot with a $22 Italian piece of shit rifle that seasoned Marine snipers with modern weapons couldn't make. They have gotten us into endless bullshit wars to create the chaos they need to pour tax money into bombs to kill people and create orphan children that have to be rescued for the pedivore elite. Not to mention, create supply lines for drugs smuggled in on military aircraft which are not subject to customs scrutiny. In short, they are the quintessential embodiment of everything that's wrong, corrupt, and evil. And because all of us decent people cannot wrap our heads around the fact that this is happening, leads to disbelief of the facts by the public and brands truthers as nutjobs and conspiracy theorists. With all of the facts that have been revealed over the past 3 years, with, as of this posting, over 150,000 sealed federal indictments waiting to be unsealed, we think that if this shit didn't hit the fan already, maybe it never will. Maybe the demons have this planet's leaders so compromised and so under their control that Lady Justice will just stand there forever, blindfolded, holding a scale, with the thumb of the other hand poked firmly up her ass. That's how it seems to be, and good people are losing hope, and that's what they want. That's precisely what they want. However, don't be fooled. Fooling us is how they get away with the crimes they've been committing for decades. Disbelief of the facts that people who have no motivation to lie to you only serves to perpetuate the deception. The mainstream media cannot be trusted at all. At all. And we have all but destroyed them. Citizens with a cell phone in their kitchen have outed the mainstream media for the lying, traitorous propagandists they are. They're done. Hashtag, turn that shit off. So if you're a patriot, if you're one of us, I don't care if you're 95 years old and an iron lung on dialysis and a paraplegic, get an aqualung and an oxygen tank, have a friend pick you up out of your deathbed and put you on a wheelchair or a Segway and get your old crusty ass down to the polls every time there's an election. If you're going to draw your last breath, do it pushing the buttons that will make a difference. You'll have an angel's eye view of the short drops and sudden stops from your mansion in heaven. This is Dave from Net4Truth USA, Inglorious Patriots. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your calls of encouragement. And most of all, thank you for your support. Please subscribe to our backup channels. Net4Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. BitChute.com/net4Truth USA. And drop.space/ at Net4Truth USA. We fly so close to the target, we are on our 5th fighter jet. We will be relentless and persistent until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/Net4Truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.